Mafia.
Yeah,
Can I have a repeat on that? What do we have?
If the cop checks you, you show up as Mafia even though you're town.
We have 4 real Mafia, 2 Millers, which show up as Mafia, but they're actually town. We're going to have 2 cops, white cop and black cop, or red cop and black cop. Red cop and black cop.
That'd be a sick movie. Let's not get racist here.
That'd be a really nice movie.
Making sure your role, Titas, is well supported.
And a vigilante.
Hell yeah.
Okay?
Is there any difference between red and black cop?
No, in fact, we don't even need
Right.
it for this purpose because we do it when we do in person. You have like the red king and the black king, and so we differentiate there. But I guess now we don't even need red and black. We can just have.
And vigilante, tell them what they are, so we don't have like.
No, you do need red and black. So when they come out, we can actually verify.
Yeah.
All right, fine. We'll have a red cop and a black cop.
And vigilante is 1 shot.
Vigilante gets 1 shot.
The entire
one
game.
kill power
period.
throughout?
Okay.
And Mafia has 1 kill power for the whole game.
If a sheriff checks the vigilante, they come up as the vigilante?
No.
Sheriff will only get Mafia or not Mafia.
It's a binary, yeah.
Okay, sweet.
You
Sounds
only
good.
get their
I'm ready.
alliance.
Let's
Their
do
win
it.
condition.
Game time.
Vigilante
top to Miller.
Right?
You know what? I'm just gonna fucking post it in chat, and that way we don't have to discuss it.
I should update it on the website next time.
All right, and we're gonna post it in actual chat as well.
Report.
Hold on. Before you do rolls, can you?
Oh, Titas is.
My Skype is still broken, so you're gonna have to like.
All right. Well, I'll just tell you this:
something
you're
else.
Mafia. Talk with the other Mafia players, okay?
Okay.
I don't know.
you
You
want
can
to
put me on
Thunder?
Skype or something.
We all have GChat. Just use GChat for if
That should work,
Titas
actually.
has something.
Yeah.
I don't have everyone here in GChat.
Well, what you can
You
do
have
is
me on
tell
GChat. That's all I need.
you say.
Yeah,
to
but
go
what
to
if he's
certain
Mafia
GChat.
with these other guys? Then we're
That's what I'm saying. In Skype, you tell them go to the GChat instead.
What is G-chat?
Google chat.
Google.
But I don't
Oh my
have all
God.
these people in
Got
Google.
more
That's the problem.
complicated last time.
That's you can just link to it like you did with Hangouts.
You can link to just a standard Google chat.
Yeah.
Damn it, T-Toss.
wrong with your Skype though?
Like
Mafia?
I can try it again and see if it works, but
Please
it
do.
just like it shows me online, but nothing is there.
Okay. Well, everyone go to sleep. I'm going to throw up another ad while I assign roles, and then we will be back in just a moment.
All right, my Skype is gonna try to re-sign in. Otherwise, who knows?
Sasquatch, kill your... Thank you. So, 4 Mafia. Shindigs, I will kill you, you bastard. No medics. Okay. Mafia has been assigned. Please confirm. Okay. Cops have been assigned. Vigilante has been assigned. There is no medic. 1 kill power. Everybody, please double check your Skype, or if you're Thundertoss, check your Gmail. Make sure that you have gotten messages. Someone has not reported in. Okay, well, I think we are good to go. Everybody, please wake up except for the dried mango fruit.
That's fucked up. That's fucked up.
It's one KP, right?
1 KP.
So they didn't double stack.
There is no double stack.
There's no double
Yeah,
stacking.
double stack.
That's
They
fucked
single
up,
stack.
guys.
Eric, where did you go?
That was blitzcrank.
There you go.
We said
Sorry,
there's no
Mango.
medic, right? We said there's no medic.
No medic.
No medic.
Nomadic.
I'm loving this double
That was
camera
a
view.
stay.
Neil, I'm gonna be really pissed if I'm a Miller. Just letting you know.
I'm just happy I'm
People,
alive.
people
now.
already think I'm Mafia.
It's okay, you're Mafia, you're not Miller.
So before
That
anyone
was
else
a joke,
suggests
everyone. That
otherwise,
was a joke.
cops should stay quiet for a bit because there's no medic to save them, and there's no 2 kill power to reduce.
Is there no guaranteed Mafia zone? There's 2 Millers, so wherever you call, take it against, take it with a grain of salt that the person that you checked, if it's Mafia or not, may be not Mafia. There's a high chance of not being Mafia as well.
Alright.
Well,
I mean, I don't know the mathematics, but I mean, if you check someone and he's Mafia, he comes out as Mafia. What is the mathematics of like being Mafia or not?
it's 2 and 4, so 2 out of 6, so 33%
1 out
of
chance.
It's 1 out of 3.
Like 33% of not being Mafia. That's a good odds.
So you should wait till you find 2, or when?
Well, but then you also wait the millers, so there's chances that you'll.
Right.
There's a
that's what we're
chance
saying.
of 6
So-
positives.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. It's 2 out of 6, which is 1 out of 3.
So town reads may be the best reads in this game for later to develop a circle of trust.
Yeah.
Just muting my audio because John's moving the webcam so I can be seen.
But I mean, the main thing is that you don't, as a cop, you don't need to actually worry about too much because there are 2 cops and there's only 1 kill power. So
Right.
there are lots of games where like you're like, should I come out now? Because they're probably gonna kill me. But it's really low chance that they're gonna kill you. So
I
you
just
should
want to
probably wait
speak up for a
for
second.
2, if not 3.
I just like the shifted
Depending.
meta, like doing a different setup. We're thinking outside the box already.
I just want to interject. Since there's only 1 kill power from the Mafia, we should probably go with lynch quiet people, check suspicious people, and like keep around like medium people.
Yeah,
Because
it's
quiet
standard.
people are always, they just fuck everyone up.
No, quiet people are bad. I don't know if we actually had this discussion because I haven't played like the last week. But we had like, me and Carlton had like an hour-long argument about how bad silent towns are. And,
I
like,
They're really
completely
bad.
agree. I
And-
completely agree.
if we have time later, like maybe between this game and the next game, we'll discuss it so that everyone is perfectly clear that this game is not only about figuring out what the Mafia are, it's making sure that everyone else in the town gets a good town read from you. It's not just playing to not die, it's playing to kill the Mafia and making it easier for everybody else, even if your reads aren't like solid.
Yeah, if you make it to like the 3rd day and everyone is suspicious as hell of you,
You're
you're
doing
not
it
doing
wrong.
town any good. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it sucks people being quiet too, because like last game, they're like people being really quiet and they weren't even Mafia. And then you think like, you get distracted by that.
Yeah,
from
no,
the
it's
real
just
Mafia.
super bad town play.
Either you're talking up or you're helping the mafia is like what it comes down to.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
Pretty
Like,
much.
Because the more
You're
people
anti
talk,
the
the
game.
easier it is to tell what you are, one way or the other. Either you'll scum slip or you'll be able to talk properly. It's just, you have to be able to verbalize.
you're defending
so that for
yourself
us,
regardless
not for
of what
you.
happens. And it's so much better for you because if you're
So
only
much better
talking
for
when people
everyone.
are accusing you, you're always going to sound guilty.
Uh-oh. Things thrown off.
But it's like super easy if you are town to just talk regardless and not come off as like somebody who's sketchy. And I don't think people realize that because usually the quiet people, like they're like, oh shit, I talked, but it was because they got accused first. The position was already there.
Puts you on the back foot.
This like bad habit of never talking and thinking that if they open their mouth, they're gonna die no matter what.
Exactly.
So new
Okay, we
people.
get that
there.
out of the way. That's good.
Kid
And
Liquid,
again,
Chris,
back to the cop thing.
Sherman.
Like,
Oh,
I suspect after if a cop has 2 Mafia, then they could come out because
Yeah.
the other cop probably has checked some other combination thereof and would probably be all right.
So you want both cops to come out at once? Is that what you're saying?
They
I'm
both
saying
have
that it's a
I
pretty
could
strong
possibly
thing
do
to do if you know as the other cop that you have a Mafia, so that we can establish one of them is confirmed, right? Because if we have 3 Mafia total, we know at least one of them is Mafia, right? So it's a question of whether you come out at 2 or 3. But if you do come out early, you know that the other cop can kind of help you out with. Like,
Sorry, I need to grab dinner, so I'm getting my town dinner.
So you're coming back, right?
but
I
what
think
do you
he's
have?
probably running
Some
back.
pasta marinara.
So Thunder Thoughts, what he's saying is that like second day cop, both cops have hard checks to combine.
I mean, it depends. What I'm saying is that if you're not sure when to come out as cop, you also have to consider the fact that the other cop can help add to
Help
that
you out.
information that you have.
He hasn't
The
made
problem
Because
is-
you're worried about revealing before you have enough information
Real
because of the Miller account. But if the other cop also has checks, then you can, establish your full
Credibility.
spectrum
But
without
the thing is,
giving up
it might be
useless information.
it might be smaller than that because there's a possibility of overlap as well because they're not corroborating.
But
right?
the overlap is
Yeah,
Right,
but it's very
after one
small.
person
The
comes
point is that
out-
all you need is like 3 3 mafias, right? But it's not a strict thing. It's just if you're wondering when to come out versus once you come out, you're pretty much going to die. You have to know that it's okay because there's another cop that can add to your information if you're in a vital situation.
The overlap's actually extremely important because it'll establish your credibility.
And also for the cops out there that do get a positive check, watch for allegiances that start to form.
Yeah,
and that'll give you a good indication if they're actually mafia or if they might just be a miller because they're not seeming to gang up with someone else suspicious.
That's going to be the strongest thing. If you're a cop and you have 2 checks, see if how those checks interact, if they're both coming up as mafia, just so you can have a weighted kind of check.
T-Toss establishing himself as pro-town.
Dude, I'm always pro-town. I always make pro-town moves.
It's like you're teaching everybody in the game how to play.
That's what I do every single game where it's like any new rules. I'm like, this is what we have to do. It usually comes out like in 3rd day, and I'm like, well, you just made a really stupid move. Either you're really bad town or you're mafia. And unfortunately, too many times it's such a terrible town.
It happens a lot.
Right.
So, do we have any formals yet?
I'll say with the housekeeping done, we can move on to the actual game.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Chat enjoyed that little lecture though.
No, I think it was a good point though. Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm just mad at bad towns. That's it.
Dude, I get so mad at bad towns because we've had so many games which is it's like ruined the game because everyone is
Cop
playing like
protecting
they're
mafia,
mafia
things
because
like
they want to
that.
make like hero plays as their mafia play versus hero plays as townies, even if they're dying as townies.
We should just have you give like a little lesson at the start of every game, or just have you record something and play it during night phase instead of advertisements.
Neil, new show idea. The mafia meta. Boom.
Yeah.
Suck it, Artosis. Suck it.
State of the mafia.
Every week, Tuesday night, on day before Mafia, like we have a talk with Thundertoss.
And then
talk about
Thursday
the meta.
nights, we can have Imba Mafia and talk about what doesn't work as what's
Exact same
overpowered.
thing.
Inside the mafia? What?
Inside the mafia.
State of the Mafia. State of the Mafia.
No, it could just be like instead of like those tips that it gives you in the like load a game for StarCraft or for League, it'd just be like a Thundertoss quote.
Fuck bad town.
Shindig's always Mafia. Ghost
Neil's
Toss,
always
Mafia.
talking about. Okay, let's get to the actual game because I want to make some townie
Sherman,
plays.
I don't know you. Tell me about you.
Which one is Sherman?
Everything. I want to know.
He looks like he's busy.
What's your
Like
sign?
he's talking to someone.
I don't see,
Liquid, I don't know you. Tell me about you.
I don't know a lot of people
okay,
here.
never mind.
Not a
Why
lot.
is Sherman muted?
Sorry. People just walked into my house. Had to deal with it.
I don't know you. Tell me about you.
I am the vice president of Ivy Law. So I'm a League of Legends player, and
Formal.
Kill him.
I actually.
Here, we got a game for you.
I bet he likes werewolf.
So I know plenty about werewolf that I do not want to play. I actually did start in Dota, so don't hate me that much. I also play a lot of StarCraft too, and yeah.
Tell me about how you play Mafia. Can you tell me a little bit how you play Mafia, or like how you would what kind of strategy you would like try to take right off the bat? How do you look for people? What are your usual? I can't fucking talk. What are your usual tells when it comes to like kind of picking Mafia people out?
What's your end?
So this is actually my second game now with this group, and the first time I played, there was a lot of like sort of bias, and a lot of people had preconceived notions. And that actually was what fueled my entire suspicion for the game. So I don't know how it's going to go this time because I lasted until the last round last game. And so I really got to interact with a lot of the people.
Oh, that's the one where you lost to Drunk Tempo, right?
Yes. Yes.
Wait, you guys lost to Drunk Tempo?
No, it wasn't drunk.
How does that happen?
He was black hatting.
Wait, were you playing with us that game?
He's not black hatting because he's played before.
I don't.
Use the word properly.
Wait,
No, but he was wearing a black hat.
Wait, doesn't matter.
Oh,
Let's get to the game. Let's get
Okay. Hold on. On a scale of 1 to 10, how good do you think Mango is at this game?
I honestly have no opinion.
No, you have to have an opinion. It's just probably wrong, but you have to tell us.
Give a 1 in 10 chance of getting right.
Well, he's already dead, so I'm gonna assume he's terrible.
What?
Okay, that's a dumb town move, but okay.
Lynch him. That's it. Game over. There it is. One Mafia down.
Seems a bit.
Okay, and are you
Like,
Mafia?
I am not Mafia.
Can you
Are
say
you
that?
not Mafia?
I am town.
8th grader? Jesus.
Hmm?
Can you say that without grinning like an 8th grader?
I'm town.
Without going out of focus.
Without grinning like
Yeah,
an
your
8th
camera
grader.
is like, I'm
Sorry,
down.
Your camera is betraying
is
you, my
like-
friend.
I mean, the games I played with you at MLG, I died, and I was like too pissed off to pay attention to whether you could actually hold a straight face. But
I mean, I'm town. Sorry about the camera. It's pretty old.
also, who's in the background?
That's actually my mom. They just walked back in.
Hi, Mom.
How do you feel about your son being a mafia?
Hold on, just a second. I have to answer a question real fast.
Yeah, put her on. Ask her if she thinks you're Mafia.
Okay, we'll go to the other people
wanna hear-
first.
She's asking him to take out the trash, guys. I can read his mouth.
All right. Wait. All right. Kid
Take
Liquid.
out the
All right,
trash.
we can move straight to Kid Liquid because he's new too. Oh,
Trash.
Trevor's
The
back.
other noobs,
Trevor's
yeah.
back.
I'm back.
Trevor's back. Okay.
You have to get rid of some body or something?
Huh?
You
You have to get rid of some bodies.
Yeah.
That's your mom.
Does it reek of like rotten mangoes in your house or something?
I mean,
It's a family
No.
organization, guys.
no, just no. It does not.
All right, let's make Chris feel like shit. Kid Liquid.
Hey, fake
Which
Suppy,
one is
say
Kid
something.
Liquid?
Hey, fake Suppy.
Fake Suppy
one
Part
is Fake
3, mind
Suppy?
you.
The next fake Suppy, please say something.
Exactly.
Will the next fake suppy please stand up?
Which one is Kid Liquid?
Me. It's me.
Oh,
I
yes.
Kid Liquid.
Talk
Hi,
to us.
guys.
We already had this discussion.
I know. So,
You gotta talk.
so my name's Chris. I know quite a few of you already. I'm a former or longtime Broodmore player. I was a mod on Team Liquid. I'm now the community liaison for the Collegiate Star League. And yeah. Any questions?
Are you Mafia?
No, I'm not Mafia.
Are you not Mafia?
Damn it.
I'm not
What
Mafia.
Oh my god, are you gonna go back to that again? Not.
I just
No,
feel like
what?
it's not productive to town to do that anymore.
I agree with Tim.
I do
Okay,
not,
Kid
not
Liquid.
agree with him.
Kid Liquid, on a scale of 1 to 10, how good do you think Mango is?
The one.
With 1 being terrible and 10 being awesome. Still a 1?
Still one.
No way.
Okay, we have 2 terrible townies. I don't know what the fuck to say.
Tim,
I mean,
how's your
obviously,
Mafia
okay,
dinner?
no. So he's obviously good because people found him as a threat, and that's why they wanted to kill him early.
I still they do it.
Like-
They saying like, oh, he's bad. I'll never kill him. I'm not Mafia.
No,
Yeah,
like, he's
but then they're
obviously a
like,
threat,
oh,
but they
I'm
wanna get
terrible
rid of
as a
early.
town. I should just be killed. So it's like the same thing.
Yeah, we do have.
We only
luxury.
have 1 kill power, so I'm not afraid to get rid of any of these noobs.
Damn.
That's the thing with the only one kill
This
power.
game is like so much better than like
forward with it.
the four
There's no-
Mafia game where like I couldn't lynch bad people because it was like instant lynch or lose day 2.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's
I-
so
I-
It's good too.
I
This is
can't
a
like
lot
punish
laid
them for
back.
not saying anything or whatever.
If you on UB too, like you helping the cops with the odds of finding a Mafia.
Okay, other new guy to me is Falling. How do you feel?
Okay. I'm doing good. Were you not here before? So I'm
My
falling
computer is
from Team
acting
Liquid,
up like shit.
a moderator. I'll talk a little slower. I'm pretty newbie to Mafia. Although I will say I had both Kiwi and Carlton being somewhat suspicious in the last game and got outvoted on that last one. But
Well, it's more that Eric kind of fucked us than.
yeah, it moved. It was a really fast vote.
It was not me.
Also, who do the new guys know? Like, what is your connection to this?
I know Tim, and I've played with a few of you on last Sunday.
Okay, so you just know Tim, and then you played with us at MLG.
Yeah.
I'm Mango's friend.
Okay.
I got in through being part of Team Liquid staff, and I think Ben added me into the Skype chat. But I was watching this stream for several weeks.
Eric, do you know anybody else but Mango?
No. Well, I mean, I've watched a ton of the videos, so I kind of know how everybody plays, but I've never actually spoken to anybody here except for Mango, except for last game, of course.
Everything I know is off because I can't vote Neil as Mafia.
So
I'm a little
And
lost.
Ryan's not here either.
Ryan's not here either, yeah.
Okay, now back to the normal people. How do we feel about Mango dying first?
It's kind of obvious. Like,
what else would you expect?
There's no medic. It's not like you have to
I
worry
mean,
about
there is still like the
Mango
the
always
other-
throws confusion, so I kind of feel like he's not the greatest first night, but he's a predictable first night. So like I can see it going either way with good or norm. Like,
well, even if you feel like you can kind of throw suspicion on him as being Mango because he's a good Mafia player, you also know that he's good at reading towns too. And like
he's really good town. He will push
like even if he's like good to try to throw suspicion on, that in trying to bring him down, like let's say you don't kill him, in trying to bring him down, he can cause suspicion on you if he gets a read on you. So it's
it's a stylistic choice, but I mean, actually with a person like Mango, your Mafia play isn't to cast suspicious on him. Actually, it's to see who he triggers on, and if he triggers on anybody that's not Mafia, then you just jump on that and ride Mango. Because people tend to believe Mango.
Either way,
and then you just get like a free kill,
another,
and then you just
another
kill him later
stylistic
on.
choice. Like,
yeah, I don't know. I think as soon as there's no medic, it's a pretty obvious choice.
Right. I mean,
Killing
you can
Mango
kill
is
him in the
like-
next round. You just wait for him to flag somebody that's not one of your own, and just bandwagon it pretty
What if
much.
he flags somebody that is a Mafia?
No, I mean, you have 4 Mafia, so he can go through and give like 5 reads, and at least one of them is going to be incorrect.
Okay, I move.
And
We
then you
stop
just kinda
talking about
vote
Mango
him.
because it's unproductive. He's dead. He's contributing nothing because
It's not talking about Mango. It's talking about the like what the Mafia are going to do after they kill Mango, right?
Guys, I'll be right back. Sorry.
I mean, there are
Well,
people
I
that are
think
like, oh
that's
shit,
Void.
Mango always reads me. Or
I
there are
think that's
people like, I need to kill
Void.
Mango because I'm just going to kill good people.
They're doing what they want us to do is just blabber and get nowhere. I mean, no one else but you, Thundertoss, and I think
What else can we discuss right now?
no. I don't know, but I'm just saying no one else but Thundertoss has been kind of leading discussion. I'm not saying Thundertoss is
Let's go for the
suspicious
quiet
of Mafia.
Mango's dead, and like everybody else that normally leads is not here. So
I'm down with putting in Sherman Chris on the chopping block. As long as I can make my chop jokes, I'm good.
I still want to hear from the rest of the people, but we can go ahead and move on from.
I think
what
I know
Mango
everyone
did.
else other than the people, other than Kiwi. I know everyone else, but Kiwi has
Oh,
a
yeah, I
sexy
didn't hear
voice, so
from
it doesn't
Kiwi.
matter.
Let's hear from Kiwi. Why is your mic muted?
I've got people at my house, so
Okay.
I'm all for lynching anyone who is quiet, excluding myself, just because there's only one kill power, so we should use the chance to get rid of shitty, unproductive town.
So you wouldn't kill yourself if you're quiet?
We've got. I said accept me.
No, hey. Oh, sorry. Wait, I'll let you finish.
Cool. I appreciate that. We've got 2 cops, so they can just check the outspoken people. We can lynch the shitty people, and I think that's where we should take it from. Other than that, like, Mango is, a fairly predictable night 1 kill with no medic. Other than that, there's not much to say. Kill quiet people.
I wanna say, 1, I love the drinking songs like going on in the background. But 2, what's going on, Eric? I couldn't help but notice you're much quieter than last time. Like,
Yeah,
you were
I'm
like
just trying
fucking hard out of the gates, and now you're not.
Well, I'm just trying to get a read on the different structure of this game. So if I'm doing the numbers right now, so we have I think 15 people left and 4 Mafia. I don't see the point of lynching somebody unless we have a really good read, because we're most likely going to get a town, and it will give the cops a couple more, like another night to get a possible Mafia read. So I don't see the point of lynching unless we go around. I think we should definitely go around and like probe at people to find out some info on them. But
are you advocating sleep?
Maybe your mic, please.
So
No, he brings up a good point.
no,
in that
he is right. Yeah.
It's not necessarily that we lynch, because we're never going to take down kill power, but it is good to go around, because what we want to do is, if there's a cop that got a check but obviously they don't want to come out, we want to be able to, like, we want the cop to essentially be able to
Get information of the person.
ask
that he
information
checked.
about the person they checked without seeming like they're the cop, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah, that's what I'm getting at. I think we
then
should.
someone can easily say, I want to hear from this guy, and that person might be the cop,
Vitas, can you
and
let
then we
Eric
can get
speak?
a stronger read from
Vitas, can you let Eric speak? Like he was going somewhere, and I don't think he finished speaking before you started talking. I would love to
I
hear
was
what
just
Eric was
explaining
saying.
what he said.
Yeah. So basically, Thunder Toss did confirm what I was saying. I just think by the numbers, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense unless we have a strong read on somebody. And I think if I were a cop right now, I would wait a little bit and then start probing at people that I've checked if they came out as Mafia, because I'm not 100% sure if they're Mafia or not, and then get a read on them, see if people are going to, back them or go against them. But I wouldn't do it right away. So I think it's a good idea for us to circle around, start probing people, and then give the cop an opportunity to do the serious poking,
But I hate to say, if we do lynch somebody day one and then we're down a town, then the chances of the cop, the two cops just finding a Mafia goes up as well. So I feel
it doesn't go up any significant amount, honestly.
So you don't want to lynch.
Does it also? Okay, yeah.
You don't want to lynch random people. That doesn't help.
Yeah.
You want to get rid of unhelpful town or suspicious Mafia. If there are no suspicious Mafia, you start going for unhelpful town or people that are just hard to read.
So then two people that could talk are Sasquatch and Alan, maybe?
Yeah.
Sasquatch, what's up?
Sasquatch.
I'm trying to get a read on all the new people because I took a giant break from playing Mafia regularly, so the only people I really know in here are Hannah, Tim, Thunder Toss, as Mafia players. What I'm saying, I think really those three. And you, Jason. So there's a lot of new faces in here for me. So I'm still just analyzing a bit, but I haven't been contributing that much to the discussion. So
I want to try.
What?
Sorry. Okay. I'll just say this. I want to try something new. So I think it's safe to assume that Richard has been kind of leading-ish this group, right?
Yes.
I want one of the new people to lead because I want to see how they act. I want to see how people interact with them. And I don't want to have them get away with just sitting there doing nothing because in the end, we're going to lynch them anyway. So even if they say stupid shit, I want to see how people react to their stupid shit. And I want to try something different this game because it's a new meta and I want to experiment.
What do you understand?
I have a question.
I'll flip a coin. Yes.
This is for Kid Liquid. Kid Liquid, who would you lynch right now if you had a choice?
Just going based off of last weekend or from MLG weekend, every game I played with Thunder Toss, he was really quiet. It's a stupid thing, but I play it's.
No, that's not stupid. At first, he's normally quiet.
Yeah,
later,
later in the game. But I've never seen him be vocal this early. So that's just an early thing, and then everyone else is kind of acting how they normally would from what I've played with them for. So I haven't gotten too many reads on that sense. Thunder Toss is just the only one that's sort of, I guess, since Neil was playing most of the time this weekend too, that he sort of led the discussion. So maybe that's just a little bit of a shift.
Thunder Toss, were you did I play with you? I can't remember.
Yeah, we played barely because I died first night.
Okay. Yeah, Tempo killed you.
That's why.
The one where you lost to Drunk Tempo, yeah.
Yeah.
So I actually only played one game essentially this weekend. I died first night.
Hannah, you were you were next to Thunder Toss the other day when you guys all playing together. What do you think of his play tonight?
He's doing his standard. He's mad play. So he's basically still pissed about the last games where it took forever. And it's just carrying over.
Yeah.
He's very vocal when he gets upset.
Right. I was from last time. I think he's kind of doing this this whole coaching session off the bat too, to try and get things off on a better foot rather than just have things get out of control bad fast. So
Colonel Sasquatch.
I like it though.
What's up?
You say Colonel Sasquatch?
Was it?
One second, sorry. Eric, what's up with your lip?
What's up with my lip?
You've been playing with it a lot. You've been
Yeah, I always do that.
That Mafia stuff?
I did it last game too.
What do you dip?
No, I don't. But I like to put my hands on my face and play around while I'm thinking.
Nick did that too last week a lot, if I remember. So does
family
Rob.
trait. So I just
think
do it all the
not.
time. Yeah.
I just wanted to ask Sasquatch who he thought who he has a bad read on, who he thinks might be Mafia.
The only person, well, like I said, I don't know that many people here, but the only person I've seen who's acting out of normal or like acting differently from the people that I do know is Thundertoss, and that's just because he's usually a quieter person at the start.
Can we establish that me talking, even if it's I'm just gonna say, even if it's out of the ordinary for what you've seen for most games, it's 1000% pro town. Like I haven't even like gone after anybody.
You haven't even
I've
faked
just
it
been
up yet.
making sure that everybody who's town.
Yeah, but it's he's just saying it's out of the
Yeah,
ordinary.
Richard, why haven't you fake cop yet?
Because Starzerg's not here for now.
You're mistaking him for Starzerg.
I-
Starzerg's the man.
I agree with you, Richard. So I'm just saying you're the only person who's acted differently than normal.
I'm just making sure that everyone else understands. Like,
What's interesting about it is like I've only played with Thundertoss once, and that was like way back in Anaheim a year ago, not this past weekend. It was like a full year ago, and I called him out for being Mafia when he was playing that sort of quiet style, kind of like just grabbing onto other people's accusations, and that's not what he's doing right now. So it's like it's interesting to see. Like everyone's saying he usually plays quiet, but the only time that I'm used to him playing quiet, because I didn't play with him that often, is when he was Mafia. So something to think about.
Unless anyone has a thought right now, I kind of want to circle back to what Jindiggs was talking about. I like the idea of having a new person lead the discussion because you see, like everyone's been pinging Thundertoss ever since he's been leading the discussion, which I think is great. But I think if we were to shift that and have a discussion on someone, we can kind of flesh out their character more and see how they interact with people. It would give people a new reference point of information.
In regards to
I'm
that,
more than happy
Alan,
for that to happen because my normal playstyle is to be quiet and wait for people to ask really stupid anti-town questions that they pretend are pro-town questions.
Gary.
So I'd be perfectly happy to let the new people talk and let them ask silly questions that would out them as Mafia.
I think Falling wanted to say something.
I think something.
Falling wanted to say something.
in regards to that, I don't know that Alan has spoken much.
Yeah, I was about to say Alan wants to say something, I think, because he keeps opening his mic and not wanting to interrupt anybody.
I was just gonna ask Sasquatch how often do you play?
I don't know. Could maybe Hannah or Tim or Thundertoss speak to how much I play?
Like the first 4 weeks, and then you got busy. Something like that.
He played a bit at Raleigh.
I plays every so
you're not
often.
new, basically. Like you know what to do.
Every event and that like since I've known about it. So like maybe starting a year ago. Or
I'd say keep an eye on
I
him
haven't seen you
because
play before Raleigh.
well, if Gage is Mafia, he's dangerous because he
Original
can
Raleigh.
easily slip under the radar, kind of thing. He's one of those
Colonel
people.
Sasquatch.
That usually does happen. I usually like people don't notice me, and then I get away with it like pretty long time.
I'll be watching
Colonel
that baby
Sasquatch.
face.
Colonel Sasquatch, that's new name.
I'm sorry, dude. I don't know. Is that like a clan name or something? I don't know.
Yeah, it's
Complexity.
Complexity.
Colonel.
I think Colonel might have whenever I say it.
that.
So I feel like since we started talking about ever since the discussion on how to play cop ended, Jason's been pretty quiet.
Yeah, because he talked how to play cop, and I'm upset because I didn't play that way and I lost last game.
So Ron, Jason, my bad.
Oh yeah, just call me Kimball.
Kimball.
Yeah,
okay.
no, I'm just thinking I better say something soon because I'm being quiet. But I'm letting all the new people talk, and there's just a lot of people, so I haven't really had much to say. Trying to read faces and stuff. Hannah, now that you mentioned it, I can't stop watching Eric. He's had his finger in his mouth and on his face. I didn't notice it last. I really didn't notice it.
It's bothering me.
And I don't know if it's confirmation bias or what is it where
No, confirmation bias when you're
Yeah,
justifying
yeah,
what you say.
Yeah.
You're looking for a reference of what you believe in.
Yeah, but I never noticed it last game, so.
Didn't anybody else notice it last game? Because I do it all the time. My nails are really, really shitty.
I mean,
I noticed it. It's just it's when you do it that I've been paying attention to.
Is it because you see it?
Like unconscious tics are the
Can you
best
stop breathing
thing
for a
to
second?
look at.
Wait, can we go? We keep leading conversation away from it. I think we should really go with the new guy leading conversation.
Yeah,
thing.
well, no, I just want to bring up something real quick.
That's going through.
Well, a new
Oh,
guy.
hey, we have a new guy volunteering.
No,
New kid.
I wanna-
Liquid. Wait.
No, I mean, I just wanted to bring something up, because I was watching the whole last game, and Eric didn't really touch his face or do too many little twitch movements until towards like the end of the game.
I'm not getting Snapchat.
Like, it just.
All right, you guys talking in the background. Can we like stop that?
Just mute your mic.
It just didn't seem like he wasn't really touching his face too much towards the end of the game, which is understandable because I mean it's like a really tense situation, stuff like that. But I mean, there's no real situation to be tense about right now. It's just sort of general discussion. So I mean,
I know, like, I mean, I don't. I'm guessing most of you guys are East or West Coast because like it's late where I am, and so I do get fidgety like late at night.
I have been known to fall asleep when it gets late. So.
East Coast.
Sure.
I'm going to speak up for a sec, if that's cool. I want to hear from Ellen because you're doing the same thing you did last time, and you're just not saying anything. So it'd be cool just to have you like speak up.
Sorry, I heard my name, but I didn't really hear what you
Basically,
said.
just speak up.
In the back.
Yeah, just speak up. So if we're nominating like a new person, I think that should be you. It might be me with background noise because I got secret party.
It's your
So I'll mute.
Did Alan freeze? Oh, there he is.
Yeah, there was just a lot of back. What did he say?
So he was talking about he wanted to hear something from you, and we were passing the idea around of having someone relatively new to the game kind of lead some discussion for a bit, and he was suggesting you because you've been the quietest out of the new people.
I'm okay with him not calling because both of them really quiet last game and threw me off. So
I would like to not do that if possible, because I'm better at reading people when I'm not leading the discussion, which is why I'm not as active in the first round usually.
Last game you offered like nothing. So like
To be
you
fair,
were alive for several days.
We went over this lecture. We went over this lecture. Even if you're reading other people, you have to let other people read you. So you might as well just like ask to hear from like who you want to get reads from, or like whatever your preliminary reads are or lack of reads are. You should say. Like,
I mean, I'll be more vocal, but I don't want to be like the one like leading it. I don't really like to do that.
I mean, you can lead without talking.
Colin, are you taking notes again?
No, well, I think I see why Flame Wheel didn't like him so much. I had so much scroll on my page that it wasn't actually very helpful. So I'm writing an occasional thing, but
So instead of taking notes, do you want to lead?
No.
You took proactive.
Well, one thing.
I'll be right back.
I have a feeling something's wrong.
Just one thing.
Entered a caution and I run forward 20 feet or so.
What
the? Seconds later.
What is that?
What is that? Who
What's
has
going on?
that shit in the background?
A giant section of tree.
I think it's unctuous. I think it's unctuous.
On my tracks.
I'm muted. How could it be me?
Everybody mute. Everybody mute.
It was Richard.
It was Richard, yeah.
It was me.
I think it was.
Was it my second? Because I was muting on my other thing. Because my brother's talking.
Mute real quick, Thunder Toss.
Yes.
Yes.
There are people in the room with you, aren't there?
You're not alone. You're muted, Thunder.
Something about a section of a tree or something.
Yeah, definitely section.
A tree fell
Some
on
new
someone.
person, speak up.
So,
anyways,
Still here?
So
Can
one
you hear
thing.
me
This
if
is just.
I do this?
What?
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I
Can
can
you hear
hear
me
you.
Guys, let's let Fallen talk, please.
now? Okay, so I think it's. That's
So this is just a really minor thing, but when I was watching a couple weeks ago when Unctious first came on, I believe he was town and he tended to talk a bit more. Now this might be because it's supposed to be newbies that are speaking.
I've not been town
more.
yet.
Oh really?
That should
Okay,
be better.
then I've been
Like, when I
misremembering.
opened it back up, it went to my laptop mic instead of my headset.
Okay.
Up
Okay.
until
Well, it's
this
just a minor thing. Is he tended to be a bit more talkative the few times that I had watched. I had forgotten that he had been.
Well, he
mocked
was
every
town
single
last
time.
game. He didn't talk one word the whole game.
Because he died first.
Almost like I died night 0.
Might as well be dead first night when it's gonna be quiet.
Yeah.
Then.
So Tim, what are you thinking? You've been quiet for
I
a
already-
little bit now.
Quiet because he wants other people to lead.
Yeah,
How
I
was
gave
your
my
Mafia
suggestion.
dinner,
No, I think
I don't know what to
Tank
make
came up
of
with an
that,
awesome
though.
idea, and like it's not even that not hard, but I think just like going around poking, getting people's ideas and thoughts as a new
I'm
person
not
allows.
satisfied. I'm not satisfied at all from what I've heard from anyone new. So
No, I agree. No,
I'm not saying it's your fault, Sherman, but now I am. Thanks.
Thanks,
That
Sherman.
just happened.
God.
I want to hear from Sherman as well.
Okay, let's do it.
Oh, so I actually don't have a good read on really anybody. It's been very sidetracky discussion so far. Everybody's sort of asked about somebody else. The fidgeting, ever since we've pointed out, has like stopped from Eric. Alan keeps muting. Alan keeps muting his mic and like has like a dead stare. And so like, while I appreciate getting rid of any background noises that might be there,
A lot of them. Constant.
It prevents like any sort of like if he mutters anything like that's gone. So that always annoys me a little bit. I haven't heard much from Hannah. I've seen a lot of cats, and that's adorable.
Yeah, we had one that went and threw up that we had to take care of, and then she went missing for a bit, so I had to deal with that.
I haven't heard much from Unictus. Is that I'm trying to butcher your
It's
name.
Unctuous.
Unctuous. Okay.
Unictus.
I think I've been adding in a decent amount, not as much as I usually do, but a decent amount nonetheless. But continue. You were saying.
And then like Rob, I don't know. Rob,
What's up?
I don't know. I just sort of realized you were here. Like I don't know. Your picture just sort of dawned on me as like I haven't seen you much. And then again, Kimball's been still very quiet ever since I pointed out he was quiet last time.
Watch for day 2, I think.
So I was gone for a little while. Kid Icarus, if you had to summarize what Sherman was saying when I was gone, what did he say?
Who?
I'm asking Kid Icarus. What?
You mean Kid Liquid?
Kid Icarus. Kid Liquid. Kid Icarus is a way cooler name anyway. Kid Liquid. I'm sorry.
He was just pointing out. I mean, just a couple observations. Like Eric's not touching his face that much anymore. Kimball's still just being very quiet. Hannah hasn't said too much either. You haven't said anything too much either, but I mean, you were gone for most of it anyway.
And see, my thing about Kimball.
I was busy talking to somebody. That's why I haven't been fidgeting. But I promise I'll resume it as soon.
I'm gonna hold you to that. I know, but the thing about Kimball is like last time I played with him, he sort of talks amongst the people directly around him, and then he, as soon as like he got formaled, he was. He lied about his role, and so I mean that's sort of a bias that I have right now. Is like a lack of trust from my previous game because I was convinced he was town. I was convinced he was town, and then I was deceived and my heart was broken.
Well, Tempo made me do everything bad. I just want to air that right now. It wasn't my fault. Yeah, no, it's a lot different in online because you don't have like 3 people nearby that you can bounce things off.
Yeah, and I recognize that, and so that is just my observation. Jason has also
He's Jason.
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 Okay, you're Jason here.
I'm Jason.
Yeah. Jason, I don't think I've like heard of who you are, what you do, or anything. So I've heard from just about everyone else.
I don't do much. I live in Europe. I'm the only one here, I think. Just following esports for a while and trying to go to events. I was going to go to DreamHack. But
He's a silent partner at DreamHack. I'm just gonna break the news.
I was going to DreamHack next week, but I'm going to work. But I'm planning to go in on the DreamHack finals on Sweden on November. Like planning all my vacations and everything around that.
Mm-hmm.
I've been playing Mafia with the group for like a couple of weeks now, like 5-6 weeks, I don't know.
Oh, you've been here since like week 3.
Week 3 or week 2, I played like as a guest, and then I skipped 1 week, and then I came off the weeks ever since. So I've been here for a while.
Are you Mafia?
100% down.
He's one of the few chat people that were entertaining enough to actually get invited back.
The only chat person that was entertaining enough to get invited back. Sorry, chat. We love you.
No, we don't.
No, I hate
But
chat.
not
They keep
like that.
voting me as Mafia.
Hey man, Anxious and I are from chat.
Hey,
Oh, you're from chat too?
Anxious is not from
I'm
chat.
not from chat. Who the fuck are you?
I have given Anxious a hug before, so he's not from chat.
Oh, I'm from chat then. So what
Yeah,
up?
Yeah,
Fuck
but you're
that
not
name.
New Zealand.
The first
Chris.
night I played this game, had a couple other new people, and we had Team the Mafia leading the new people to victory, and he was just quiet the way he is right now.
Oh, I mean, I just want to ask one question. I feel like this plan didn't go as well as I thought. I feel like I don't have any really solid reads on Town or Mafia. So one new meta I developed over Anaheim was I feel like among a group of fairly experienced people. Okay, I'm gonna say for the sake of argument that this group is fairly experienced. Played a lot of Mafia games. The longer the day one goes on, the longer that Mafia can formulate their argument to hide behind. So I think it's time to take some drastic action, and I'm going to look at chat voting and just see who the formal.
It's probably gonna be me. If anything.
Hold on, I have the most votes, so I'm gonna skip that.
Okay.
I like that idea.
Oh wow.
Okay, wait. Can I say something, guys?
You have 30% compared to like everybody else. No one, you're like no one is even close to you.
Okay, no, this is a count because
Okay,
they're
go
all
ahead,
voting
Eric.
for me
Go
now.
ahead. We're gonna start you.
Hey, ratios really haven't changed that much. You're still.
No, I checked it like as you were saying it live, so it was before the chat delay was able to see it. For sure.
This looks pretty suspicious, Tim.
Yeah.
I mean, this is
say something
really
before we go
bad.
on. Say something before you start voting on
Okay,
Tim.
guys. So, does anybody have any strong Mafia reads that we could propose a lynch?
Well, we don't need like super strong Mafia reads. We need like decent Mafia reads right now because it's.
Do we? Because
Right.
at this,
The
I think
threshold
we've
of
already run the
confidence can be a
numbers,
lot
but-
less.
Yeah,
I think
that's
we've
what I'm
already
trying
run
to
the
say.
numbers.
Honestly, I actually kind of agree with the chat because Tim, the last time that you like tried to implement like a new plan, your Mafia, and you're just like trying to shut down people who were controlling discussion enough.
I don't understand the
It
last
was
time
still a
that
good
happened.
idea, so I don't know.
When
But
was the last time that happened?
Can
I
I
actually
speak
agree
up
with
for a
that
sec?
because you actually haven't talked much. You're just like implementing your new plan and not talking about it.
Tim, if you draw a sketch, we won't vote for you. How about that?
So
How about
which plan do you want to use? The getting one of them to read or the actual other one that you're talking about? You proposed two new plans.
I don't think you guys should lynch Tim. He's a pretty cool guy. Yeah, I think.
I don't know. I mean,
Tim, are you Mafia?
No, I don't think we should
Not
lynch
Mafia.
him either. He's strong enough town that we shouldn't randomly
Okay.
lynch him.
Richard, when was the last time I did something like that? I honestly don't know. I really don't remember.
It was like you and Kayla and somebody else.
It was
And
3
like
or 2 weeks ago, I would say.
Was
I
it
want to say I
was
want
it
to say
week
it was
I was
like
modding?
I don't remember. I mean, it was a while ago.
Because I have all of the logs.
About team strategy. I mean, sure, it's good to hear from new people, but it's really like, how can I say? It's like really, I don't even know the word to say, but like just saying like, yeah, my strategy is let other people talk, and then whenever someone comes to you, like, no, I don't want to talk. Like, I'm gonna let some other people lead.
No. I'll definitely talk. So the reason why I implemented a new strategy is because over the weekend I realized among a group of experienced people, the longer that we talk, the longer the Mafia can actually formulate an argument to hide behind because we're all very experienced. The other thing is I found that
that's a
day one.
double-edged.
Yeah, double-edged. Okay, but like that's just kind of like a heuristic I'm basing my argument on now. The second thing is I actually want to start to play more aggressive, and I was trying to find a right time to do it without being suspicious, right? So kind of, I feel like a lot of times where there's a really frustrating loss, especially the ones that Richard really gets pissed off at, is ones where we aren't being aggressive enough. And I saw that really clearly at Anaheim. Is like people.
Yeah, we just let shit slide.
You just let shit slide. Like you could have just literally lynched Neil for the sake of lynching Neil and would have gotten a Mafia. So like,
let me just point out letting shit slide.
yeah.
Tom said that he has not yet been town like 20 minutes ago.
Who?
Well, the only time that I'm town, I die night 0.
Anxious.
Okay, so you're still alive.
He literally says he has not yet been town.
Hannah, we should go to Vegas because I've had so much bad luck. It's gonna pay off the next time I go to Vegas.
Oh, I'm down. I'm down. I'll take all my money out of my savings account. Let's go.
I want
Are
you down? Lynch somebody?
Yeah, I'm definitely. Right now, I don't have any role whatsoever. I'm not sheriff. I'm not vigilante. I'm literally 0 right now.
I want a formal Kiwi for pretending to be an American.
The only thing that I have.
That's my roommates. They were bugging me. They wanted a shot because they've got no alcohol of their own. I'm going to formal Alan because he hasn't said shit and he sucked last game. So
That's fair, that's fair. I wasn't done yet, but I'm good for it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't listening. Right, Jenkins. Alan, I'm going to formal you. Why should we not kill you? I don't know if you're Mafia or not, but why should we keep you around?
Alan DeGeneres.
What?
Wow.
Wait, so
It does say
actual,
like Alan.
Is that like an actual form or just like a joking form? Like,
No, that's a
I think that's pretty
That's a
serious.
formal.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Let
I like
Alan
this.
talk.
I like
Come
this
on, let Alan
plan.
talk.
So I think it's better to actually not kill someone unless you know pretty sure they're Mafia right now, because it would give we have 2 cops, so there's actually an extra round for them to find someone that is possibly a Mafia, because right now we have a lot more people and we have double the cops, so that just mathematically it's better to let them check than to just kill a random person as usual.
Kind of agree, but I disagree.
So you're voting for Slate? Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying if you can't find someone you are fairly certain is Mafia, it's better than just kill a random townsperson.
Okay, well give us something, because we can't keep these quiet people around because we get nothing from them and it's going to fuck us over later on. So give us something, or
you're dead.
Yeah, also, I hate you. Got him.
Why do you hate me?
Oh
What
no,
did
I didn't really
do to
do
you?
that. I just thought maybe.
No, it's because you're quiet.
Added.
It's all sarcasm. It's all fun and games.
Okay, I gotta get a new keyboard. This is just getting ridiculous. I'm sorry, guys.
Wait, but no, really, wait, Daniel was.
I'm still going. The formal is still on.
Right.
Give your
Yeah,
defense
Alan, you
or
have to
vote
give
it.
us more than the math, because
So-
the whole point of going around in circles before we defer to only new people is that the first round cops may have checked somebody, but obviously with the Miller chance being at like 33%, we want to give them a chance to
Right.
accuse people without standing out at all, right? So
Right.
the people that we are accusing, some of them actually could be positive reads.
That's
So
true.
it's not a random math thing. It is that it's a probable. I mean, we're giving them a possibility that somebody
Plus
did
for
get a
someone.
read. In which case, it's a 66% chance that you are Mafia, right? So if you're not going to
That's
talk,
assuming someone did check me and I'm
right? That's what I'm
possibly
saying.
Miller.
That's the whole point of going around and
That's
actually
why you
allowing
really have-
formal people.
That's why you have to
Part of
make
it
a
is
proper
random,
defense.
but there is the
I'm not
chance
saying that you
actually,
shouldn't
like-
talk to people. I'm saying
No, I'm
it's-
saying that regardless of what it is, you have to talk, not just because of the math, because the math that you just stated assumes that you're random. Whereas if somebody accused you because you're Mafia, you have a 66% chance of actually being Mafia versus Miller. So we
If
still want to hear an actual defense from you versus just the math.
Bottom line,
I mean,
if, you're
math
pro-town,
is-
if you are a town, it's pro town to talk. So please talk.
I'm just saying that the math is better. That you should
The
let
math is only better if it's random.
What he's
I don't know that it even is, because you limit, like, we only have 1 kill power, right? So then they limit the number of people that the cop has to check for the next round, even.
Right.
And therefore, a better chance of them
It's
getting.
independent, right? So there's 2 things, right? If it is the Miller, that means that if there's a redundant cop check, then we get rid of that aspect of we have another cop check that is a Miller, right? But again, it's a 66% chance that if somebody did get it right, we're eliminating a Mafia. Now, obviously, the kill power stays the same, but it means that we have 1 less day that the Mafia actually kills somebody because we lose or we win 1 day faster, essentially, right?
Yeah. You know, I think what he's trying
So
to say is that
the
it's not
math is like
random,
fine,
so-
and obviously because we're not losing 2 people a night, like we're okay to actually kill people. It's just that
Yeah,
if
that's
we
what
have
I'm saying.
nothing to go on, then it's fine to also sleep because there's not that we have to kill somebody in order to have a chance.
It
to
just
save
narrows the options for the cop to have to check different
Yeah.
things.
Sure. I think that's what I like about this format is that it's less mathematically driven, where you have like very quickly.
Guys, guys, there is
on-
still a formal on Ellen.
Yes.
Okay,
That
no, yeah.
whole thing was you have to talk, Alan.
Well, I mean, I was trying to use like the math as part of my defense, but apparently that's not.
Again, the math
us
part is
something
only
more.
if you're random.
Your
Not
defense
random.
works for everyone. It's a generic defense. Why shouldn't we kill you?
You.
specifically, I think I'm a decent town. Even though I don't talk that much, I can get reads on people within the next couple of rounds.
Give us
as
the
opposed to
reads.
someone who just can't they can't read anyone. That's not useful later on at all.
Back to the very first part. It doesn't matter how good of a town you are and your reads are. If you're fucking up other people's reads by not talking, it's just as bad.
Also, you haven't given us a reason to believe that your reads later on will be worthwhile. Like, you need to build up to that. Like, there are players that we have played with that we know are going to be able to give strong reads later on. So we allow them to be a little bit more quiet. That's not the case for you yet. We have no idea how you why should we believe that your reads later on are strong? We need you to talk now, or you're gonna get lynched.
Or if you give a couple of reads early game, then some a couple of weeks ago, from now you say this game I don't feel like saying much early on, but later on I'm gonna give my input. But for now, like you said, we don't know anything. And
right, even if you don't have strong reads early on, if you give your initial reads, whether or not they die the next few nights, lets us build a case for you later on, or let you build a case for you later on, saying, I thought this guy was suspicious, and we lynched him, and this happened, or I thought this guy was town 100%, and then he died during the night. So obviously that was correct.
He hasn't really given a formal defense yet. Do you have a formal defense? Are you going anywhere? Do you have a defense yet?
I just think it's. Oh, what is that?
Then they toss.
Someone's
That was way too long, bro. You had the past 1 minute since I was talking.
I mean, I can give you my reads, but it's right now. What the fuck is that?
Yeah, I hear sound too. Someone.
Yeah.
I think it's Kimball.
Spazzing.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
Let's hear your
Yeah,
reads.
it's
and
been
hear your
almost an
defense.
hour on day
Yeah,
one, and I thought we were kind of changed up this meta so that we could get
Neil.
faster days.
Neil, this doesn't speed anything up because at this point all we can do is go around and question people.
This doesn't speed anything up because the town's
come
being a
out
bunch
with
of
no medic.
pussies. Let's fucking kill someone right
That-
now.
I
Let's
think
do
I
it.
agree with
Give
Shindig's
your
on this
defense.
behalf.
He's formal.
I'm in.
We're
so-
moving on track. We just have to give Alan his chance to give his defense.
He doesn't have one though.
Well, let him speak. He's about to talk.
Yeah, so I can give you my reads, but obviously they're not going to be great because we just started.
Like I said,
would-
it gives a case for you later.
right,
so just
that's
do
what
it.
I'm saying. I'm just keep that in mind. That's all. I'm kind of suspicious of Sherman because when we played with him before, he wasn't that strong, and it didn't seem like even if he was town, he wasn't that useful. So as a policy lynch, I would say kill him. I'm also suspicious of Kimball because this time he hasn't said that much this time, whereas he usually at least has a few things to say, whether somebody's suspicious or not. But this time I haven't really heard anything from him right now. Right now I also think Kiwi is safe because he's more active this time than last time. Even though last time I tried to kill him, but that did not end well. But this time he's actually contributing a good amount from the start, so I would say he's safe. Thunder Toss, I agree with that. You're more active this time than usual, but that doesn't mean that much. We are missing people like Neo and Mango who would usually be the first ones to direct the conversation, so that could just be nothing. That's it so far.
Okay, one last thing because I'm not going to rescind. So we're going to go to voting. If someone or several people can take note of who votes and who doesn't vote, maybe that's useful information later on. Maybe it's not. But
Take note of who
No, it isn't because you said it is.
Wise words from the Kiwi.
So
Kiwi.
Pay
So,
attention
yeah.
to one of your most important sources of information. Thanks, Kiwi.
Okay,
Um,
ready?
yeah, let's vote.
All right, voting in 3, 2,
Who are we voting
1. Vote.
Alan.
All right. Nighttime.
I love that Daniel didn't vote.
Nighttime. Nighttime. Shut up.
Uh,
You guys all know what to do. We're gonna run a short commercial while we get in votes. Okay. And come on back, everybody. Except for Thunder Toss. Thunder Toss, you are dead.
That's really shitty.
That sucks.
It's fine. That's
and I
fine.
think we have one person who is AFK currently. I got a PM about it.
Okay, it's okay because
Kiwi's AFK.
Yeah, Kiwi is.
Okay, so
I was
I guess
pretty
I'll-
expected, I think.
Hey guys, let Shindig's talk, please. He's gonna say something important.
So I wanted to say that I wasn't too happy about. Well, he's dead now, but I wasn't too happy about him sidetracking about lecturing the town how to play, and he said something about me about like trying to use a town strategy, and I was Mafia that time. That kind of made me slightly suspicious of him, but now he's dead, so I don't want to talk anymore about Thundercross anymore. Like I said, I'm just heads up. I'm going to play this game a lot more passionate and ferocious, so blood will be spilled for the sake of the town. And I don't want to hear that I'm Mafia or any bullshit like that. We're the town. We're going to fucking win, and we're not going to take shit from no Mafia, okay?
Sasquatch, you're going to say something? Right before.
Yeah, so let's start off this day right. I'm going to formal falling.
What?
Shit. Okay, fuck it. No. I understand. I'll formal
mango
unctuous.
move.
That
Formal
escalated
unctuous.
quickly.
Formal unctuous.
Oh,
you
Did
meant
you
the
rescind your other promo?
Yes, I did.
Yes.
Yeah, he rescinded, and then he
Switched
formed
it.
me again. Do I just go straight into my defense? I don't know
No,
what
let's
to
do it.
Do it.
I don't know. No, I guess the only way that I can really talk about myself right now is in my reads at this moment.
Yes,
I'm interested in the fact that Kimball hasn't been incredibly talkative, but he never really is. Kid Liquid hasn't really said shit. He's new. I think it's worth trying to figure out what he's doing. Eric's way, way, way quieter than last time, and last time he was town as fuck. So we should probably consider that. I'm interested in hearing what Hannah has to say because I haven't heard her talk very, very significantly, as well as Gage. Gage, what you been up to? We'll get to that after my defense is over. And,
How you doing?
So
Actually,
I want to say something. I've watched a couple of games. I've never seen Hannah this quiet.
It's because
That's
I've only played once, and I'm usually mod.
No,
Can we-
I've seen you play a couple times.
Like,
I'm all for harassing Hannah, but can we just process this formal out first, and then we can go back to Hannah? I'm all
Yeah.
for grilling her, but we just
I wanna say
I wanna
something
stay on point.
weird that his defense kind of threw me off. So I noticed a few times last day there was some very soft support coming from Unctuous towards Eric, and then he just totally 180'd that. I mean, it wasn't a hard thing, but he just totally 180'd that and pointed suspicion at Eric. So that kind of confuses me, but it also kind of makes me feel like he's probably, or that's like a good town read, because if he had this support of Eric, like none of us are being suspicious of Eric yet today. So why would he just come out and point fingers at Eric if like they were both Mafia? So.
Because his hand stopped moving.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not pulling his lip anymore.
Pulling his lip.
It's not sucking on his finger.
So I don't know. That makes me feel a little bit better about Unctuous, whereas I was starting to feel some alliance between Unctuous and Eric. Today.
I wouldn't read too much into that either way, because I think he was just supporting me because I was making correct town moves. So I don't know if he was just supporting me to make himself look like town or because he's town and agreed with me. But I think last round I was making pretty much pro town moves the entire time.
Oh, last game I liked you. I mean, I watched you when I was dead first night. I liked your play style, but are we gonna? Tim, do you want to keep on pushing the formal, or are we gonna rescind it?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't get sidetracked.
No, you're fine. You got brought into it.
Is the defense done, Unctuous?
I mean, I can keep talking if you want me to. But
Filibuster?
I don't know. I didn't put a formal team push for it, so.
Hey, we got 1.5 hours till midnight, so you can filibuster all you want.
No, it's already past midnight.
No, East
What is-
2 hours and 15 minutes. What's wrong?
Okay, well.
I'm
I'm
concerned about the fact, like, it seems like I'm really concerned about in our last vote the fact that Daniel didn't actually end up voting. Like, he was like, you should really pay attention to who's going to vote here.
I guess he was doing that.
And then he was like trying to like make some sort of play, and then everybody voted at the same time, and now we don't have any information about it. And I don't know if that means that Daniel's more town or more Mafia, but
it means
like,
anything.
Or he was too busy paying attention and he forgot to raise his hand, and then he didn't want to look suspicious by raising his hand late.
Too late.
That's intentional.
He was the one who the one who pushed like.
It was intentional. I was just watching. I didn't actually like have a strong read on him. I was just watching.
You must have been confident that it was going to go through because you just finished saying that you're going to lynch silent people.
That is not logically true.
Neither of you are unctuous. Neither of you are unctuous. So let's either rescind the formal or vote.
Okay, on one hand, I want to rescind and actually formal someone else right now, but on the other hand, I said we're going to kill some bitches, so let's keep going.
Well,
so you want to vote?
That doesn't sound really pro-town. I don't believe
this is the most pro-town move I've ever done in my life.
No, that's bullshit.
I'll just tell you straight up, I'm not going to vote for Unctuous. So if you have any suspicion that he's actually
I'm not saying you all should
give him
vote.
like a free pass.
Yeah, that's my point. Like what Daniel's saying right now is like the most important thing. This is the least pro-town move you can make. You're not giving anybody a chance to get reads on anybody because we're going to a vote. If I die, then we go to night and we lose another town. If I'm Mafia and we don't vote, then we still haven't had the chance to have any reads on anybody. Or I get a free pass and I die. Or rather, if I'm safe, I get a free pass.
Yeah, and you might be Mafia
anyway. This is the stupid shit. Like,
I'm not saying there's reason or logic, man. I'm just thirsty for blood. I'm tired of long days. Other people are tired of it.
Why wouldn't we kill you? Like, if you don't want to play the game, then why?
I want to play the game. I want to lead the town to victory. So
I love.
Who's the formal on? Who's the formal on?
Still unctuous.
I want to rescind that formal. I want to put a formal.
You can't rescind it.
You can't rescind my formal, bro.
You can't rescind another person's formal. Give your defense. Give your defense.
Okay.
That is so suspicious of you, man.
Give your
I want to
defense.
rescind from that guy.
Me? Wait, whoa.
No, Unctuous. You have formal then, right?
He's been defending.
Are you done?
Okay.
That's what I'm asking.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm done defending because this is a dumb move.
Okay.
Hold on. I'll think.
All right,
No,
voting.
don't think.
Voting in 3.
No, don't think. Okay, let's do it.
1.
Guys, don't
vote.
vote for him.
One person votes. Unctuous is safe for the rest. 2 people vote. Unctuous is safe for the rest of the round.
That's fine.
I'd like to call a formal on Hannah.
Yeah, I was just about to say the same thing.
I said exactly why I voted for Tom last
Who was
game.
the second person?
Not last game, last night.
Hannah, formal defense.
Tim was the second one to vote. He
I
was
said
super
that I
late.
was suspicious of Tom because he had originally said he has never been dealt unctuous because he has never been dealt town. He said that yesterday.
Yeah, like in all the games previous, the only time that I've been able
No,
to
you
win
didn't
is-
say in all the games previous. You only said I have never been dealt town.
That's a bullshit read.
That's literally all you said.
It's all
Well,
about
that's not really a read. That's just like a random thing. Like
No,
it's
that's it's called a slip.
It wasn't a slip.
So-
It's all about context.
Yes,
But,
that's
like,
listening to the
your defense,
context.
I don't
It's
even
so-
need to defend myself. Go
I'm
ahead.
saying that's why all I'm saying is that's why I voted for you. So I mean, I'm town. I said before I played, I'm gonna be super distracted because I have the 2 little midgets running around. But I have been paying attention.
They prefer dwarfs.
No, they really don't. Considering one has stunted growth, so she's actually a midget.
Considering they're not cognizant.
So anyway, but my point was, I've pointed out several things when people are doing unconscious tics, like the pulling of the lips and so on. And I've just been trying to make sure that people go on track. When you guys were going on in random directions about Mafia said, hey, let's talk to the new people and see who they are, because I didn't know them. And I just went through the entire thing and tried to get us back on track. And I haven't said much because, well, quite honestly, you guys are yelling, and John was playing next to me, so I couldn't unmute to talk over you guys. So I'm town. If you wanna.
Yeah, I'm gonna. I liked her defense. I'm gonna rescind that.
Okay, rescinded.
Okay.
Can we ask why Kiwi made such a big deal about voting, seeing who voted and then did not vote?
Well, and then especially
Because we were trying to do that, but it's unctuous was formal.
I still don't get why you push so hard about lynching the silent people.
Because silent people
Formal
suck.
Sherman. Formal Sherman right now. Not rescinding. Formal
We're
Sherman.
avoiding that. No, let's.
What? No, I'm formally Sherman. Mod, I'm formally Sherman.
I know. I heard formal and Sherman.
okay.
Sherman defense.
So the reason you guys kind of cut me off, I was saying he pushed so hard about lynching silent people, and I agree with that. But the point is, he didn't vote, and so after, as well as making such a big deal about voting, which I feel like he was trying to force us into like making a conscious decision that we were going to vote, and I can't get a read on Kiwi at all. Like It's really suspicious, and I don't know what to make of it.
Can I try articulating what you're trying to say about the voting?
Yeah.
By him saying we're all going to pay attention to who votes, he's making it so that everyone wants to go along with the pack. Because if you don't go along with the pack, you're going to be suspicious. Is that like what you're suggesting? That
yes,
and then by force people that were on the fence to just go ahead and vote because otherwise they're going to look suspicious.
Yes, and then he didn't vote to again throw us off.
Well, I don't think him not voting is that big of a deal.
But like, I still
in all
get
honesty,
he sat here and said, you know, like his from the beginning of the game, like when we were talking about him, his role was he said, I'm gonna lynch silent people. He was pushing that from the beginning, and then the first silent person, I don't know. And he even said that he didn't like he didn't believe that he should be lynched.
I think the scary part about Daniel wasn't the fact that he didn't vote, but it was scarier the fact that he like pointed out that we should pay attention to the votes.
Yeah.
Okay,
Can I get back on track though? Like,
are you
'cause we're
rescinding, or are we
trying
gonna
to
vote?
Sherman, but-
Oh yeah, shit, we're killing someone. Let's do it.
Yeah, like because Sherman kind of like dropped or like kind of tossed the buck to Daniel here, and I mean.
Well,
just
there's still a formal in Sherman, so we're gonna follow
Yeah,
through
that's
with
what-
formal.
Either it's in defense of Sherman. Yeah, you could say it's in defense of Sherman.
I was defensive because the reason the formal was brought up.
No,
was
no.
from my previous statement.
I was saying that Kid Liquid can say something in your defense.
Yes, he can say
Otherwise,
something
we
in your
can
defense.
rescind
No,
the formal.
I want to hear his defense because I mean, so far his only defense is that Daniel seems more suspicious than him, which seems to be the only defense he has right now.
Well, my defense was against like all of a sudden when I said that we should like lynch silent people, that was when suddenly everybody was like, "Whoa, you should," and then suddenly formal. So that's why I was Thunder Hustler. That's why I mentioned that. I'm town so far. I was pretty active most of day one. Day two, I've been pretty silent. Just because all of my intel is still sort of the same. Like Jason, I feel like Kimball, this is the first time that you talked today, and I appreciate the backup. But it was just sort of weird. Second time. Jason, I don't think I've heard much from you either, and Eric's been more vocal today. I'm town, and that's my defense.
Okay, voting.
You haven't
3,
heard from me, you're not
2,
paying attention.
1, go. 1, 2, 3 votes. You are alive. Continue.
Formal Rob.
Formal and Rob. Defense.
We're doing this, guys. We're doing this. We're finally doing this.
I want to. I don't know. I mean, he got it in there earlier.
Now you're doing that.
I'll give you my reason. I'll give you my
I don't
reason.
have a
Here's
quarter.
reason.
I just want someone put their quarter in front of their camera.
Okay, I'll give you a reason for this. Last time, Rob, I think it was his brother who black hatted us, and then some other guy, whatever, they're a mafia, and this is exactly the kind of play that is inspiring me to go on this passion crusade against scum. Because last time, I'm going off gut, Rob looks mafia, he's leaning like mafia, he's staring like mafia.
Yeah, look at his face.
He's dangerous. Hey, Rob, you cannot deny you are a dangerous as mafia because you give off similar reads as Ryan, in which you're very town-like constantly, but there's just something about you right now that seems mafia. So let's do it.
Okay, is that the okay?
That's
so
it.
I just
Don't ask for logic, don't ask for
I just want
math.
to make sure that was like the context because I feel like we've kind of been like just a merry-go-round of formaling people without discussion in between. I'm all for that.
I'll let someone do after this.
All right, I'm totally for that. In context of me, I think I really haven't been doing anything too noteworthy. It's kind of a bunch of ambiguous, like you just kind of look like it. I think the perception is skewed in that I've been mafia the past, like last week I was it twice, and today I died first day for the first game. So I haven't really had too much of a town sample in my emotions and experiences recently. So I think my recent memory is skewed to mafia. I think that's the simplest way to go about it. And since that's kind of the basis of my accusation, I think that's a strong enough defense for that. Do you want to pick my mind more about this? Because I get the exercise of just throwing out formals to pick people.
Well,
so.
you're defending the town. I've already made up my mind about you. You're defending to the rest of the town. So unless town has any more questions for him, I've made up my mind. I want to see some blood. Let's do this.
I don't have a question for him, but as for defending him, I mean, Tim, you're just pushing for people after people or person after person. Like
Actually,
you're not
Rob's the strongest one. Sorry.
You're not even voting for the person in not rescinding. And
No,
it's
I'm
like,
voting. I'm voting.
Did you vote for Sherman?
I voted for everyone I've ever formaled, and I'm going to do the same for Rob. And I'm just going to say right now, Rob is the strongest read I had because I feel he's dangerous. I feel he's dangerous. We can afford some lynches, and he's leading the way that he was Mafia. I've known him from previous games. I'm just going off by gut. And since
we can't afford some lynches. We can afford 1 or 2 lynches, maybe.
No, we can afford some. And tomorrow's 4th of July. I'm going to go off my gut like a true American.
All right, voting. 3, 2, 1, vote. Oh wow! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 votes. That is more than half. You are dead.
This is the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
Oh, say, can you see?
All right.
Tim, why did you?
I'm sorry.
Oh, right.
Everyone go to sleep. Everyone go to sleep. Mafia, you know what to do. Vigilante, cops, you all know what to do. You can run another short ad.